I will not rest until I have you holding a Coke, wearing your own shoe, playing a Sega game, featuring you while singing your own song in a new commercial starring you.
Now, I'm the guy you don't usually see. I'm the sports agent.
Now, when you think of the cutthroat world of sports agencies, you think a lot of these handsome, clean-cut guys like Jerry Maguire. Well, in Utah, Rose Blakelock is bucking trends with her signature purple hair. She fearlessly decided to start an NFL agency at the age of 62.
Rod, Jerry Maguire, how you doing?
It's got nothing to do with me.
Jerry Maguire!
Really, they don't care if Jerry Maguire calls.
Show me the money!
Ego would have you think the agent means something, the player means something.
They call it the Purple Bulldog.
Well, that's a good name on a good day. They call me worse than that.
Pretty sure they call that for a reason, you know, I'll let you decide.
Excuse me while I kiss the sky.
Who is this bad? You know, she's awesome. Like, right up my alley, you know.
Purple haze all around.
As soon as I make it in the NFL, I'm cutting the mohawk and dyeing my hair purple just to be like her.
Haven't failed at anything I've tried yet. There is only 30 women. I don't know anybody my age who's ever started it at my age, and I don't know any woman who's ever started it by herself.
Blakelock spent a couple decades as a nurse, then the next 20 years as a lawyer. When most people are thinking about retirement, Blakelock decided to become an NFL agent.
They said I couldn't do it. So naturally, I wanted to take the test and do it. And then after I did it and passed, they said, well, you might pass the test, but you certainly couldn't get anyone into the NFL. No one would sign with you. Nothing's better than a challenge after all.
When I talk about it, like, I just refer to her as my agent, and they're always like, oh, what's his name? Like, it's actually her. And, you know, they're just like, a her.
You know, I grew up in the 60s. Stereotypes are for other people.
She's a lot tougher than any NFL agent there is, at male or female. And Rose doesn't care, you know. She loves adversity, and she loves starting from the bottom and working her way up, and that's what I admire about her. She's an inspiration to me.
To me, it felt like a risk, but really, like, it wasn't a risk. She's done everything she said she was going to do, and she's done it effectively, too. And my mom really likes her, so if Mama Hadley likes her, gotta go. Yeah.
In a business full of entourages, publicists, and handlers, Blakelock embraces her motherly role.
Well, I love them. And if you want these boys to succeed, you have to care for them. I'm not taking them down to Vegas for show night. I'm making them do their vitamins and work out. I want them to think of this as a business. And you can't party and business. You can't. Women are natural caretakers, and I think that's why I liked the NFL on the agency side, because then I could mother the boys, you know, and help them in a business sense, but no less caretaking. I think a good agent is a caretaker.
I'm sure glad I found her, because she's been a blessing in disguise, and I wouldn't have anybody else represent me but her. You know, she's an amazing person.
Now, in a little over 6 months, Blakelock has over a dozen clients, and at least a quarter of them are expected to get a shot at the NFL this fall.